Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. I see Veiled Rose is here. Hi, Veiled Rose. So good to see you. Hello to anybody who maybe has met me before, doesn't know me, or is watching the replay and this just popped up on your feed. Hi, my name is Megan. I am a shame oracle. So I help people acknowledge the fact that they even have like shame going on in their psyche, and also help people actually heal that shame and do something about it and move past it to some degree. Now, I'm not here saying I can just like, poof, cure your shame or something. If I could do that, I'd have done it with me already. But I can tell you that I used to be literally riddled with shame. Like it was brutal and terrible. And now shame is still definitely a central part of my struggle, but it's something I understand better and it's something I'm able to work with instead of like, it used to sort of be like, I was so afraid of dealing with my shame that it kind of controlled me in that I was always running away from it. I was always like, no, 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 no. And now my shame, it's much more like, okay, I see you. Like, let's do this. Let's work through what we need to work through. And that has been much healthier and more helpful for me. So, that is my goal as a shame oracle and psycho-spiritual healer, to help people deal with some of this shame in a way that is actually helpful instead of just like positive vibes. Like, that's just not always going to cut it. Don't get me wrong. I'm a very positive vibes kind of person. I'm very extroverted. I'm kind of bubbly. I'm a Leo rising, if that means anything to people. I do enjoy the good vibes, but I don't think that's enough on its own. So anyway, that's me. That's what I do. Today we are talking about community care and how that includes you. You are part of your community. You count. You count. Okay. So many people, I think, get really swept up in trying to be perfect. And don't get me wrong, I am absolutely part of this group. But I think it's sneaky sometimes because some of us are like, oh, I'm not a perfectionist. Like my hair is crazy. My house is crazy. Don't even ask me about my car. It's wild. And so we think we couldn't be perfectionists because we're not. And the thing is, being a perfectionist is not about being perfect. It's about thinking you have to be perfect. And so if you think you can't be a perfectionist because you're not perfect enough, that in and of itself is a sign of perfectionism. Unfortunately, I hate to break that to you. So there's a good chance that you might be dealing with some perfectionism. A lot of people I work with don't care as much about the state of their house or their car or their hair. Sometimes they do, but a lot of times they don't. A lot of times it's more of a moral or existential perfectionism. It's about being the right type of person and acting the right type of way and always being beyond reproach and being so, you know, morally upstanding all the time. And don't get me wrong, I think striving to be a good person is important. But sometimes that little voice in our head, our conscience maybe, morphs. And it goes from, hey, that didn't align to your values. And it turns into, hey, so and so would think that that doesn't align with their values and therefore you're bad. Or, hey, that was cringe and you shouldn't do that. Or, hey, like that voice can morph from sharing your values with you to judging the shit out of you, you know? And so I think it's important to kind of keep an eye on our conscience, especially if you were really raised in like high control, high shame religions. That can be really tough as well, with like this concept of like moral perfectionism. And where was I going with this? Focus, focus. Um, so basically, there's this idea of moral and existential perfectionism that can make us really stressed out about doing the right things, saying the right things, being the right things. And I think that can be really hard to dig your way out of because it's like, okay, but if I stop doing this, won't I become a worse person? We think that our perfectionism is making us better morally. But here's the thing. Most of us, although some of us do, and we'll dig into that in a second, most of us don't judge people who aren't like this. We don't think they're bad. They're a bad person. In fact, oftentimes we're jealous of them. We're like, they're a good person and they're not torturing themselves. How are they doing this? And so I think it's important to remember that. But also, if you are one of those people who's like, actually, I do kind of judge people who aren't this hard on themselves. Like, I get it. I get it. I am also that way sometimes. I'm like, what do you mean you're not constantly beating yourself up? Like, you're a person and people are bad. You should beat yourself up. And this is where, at least for me, it comes back to my high control religious background. This idea that people are inherently bad and need saving was kind of browbeaten into me. Anyway, so if you are one of those people who's like, I do judge other people and therefore I have to judge myself, I don't think that's how this works. I think actually we need to judge everyone less, ourselves included. And this is where I think a lot of perfectionism comes back to a deep belief that who you are naturally is bad. And whether that comes from high control religion or it comes from negative experiences with people who maybe told you that or anything like that, um, when we believe who we are is bad, then we believe we have to be this hard on ourselves, because if we're not, we will revert to who we are naturally, which is bad. So it can feel like this is why so many people who are like morally and existentially perfectionistic get stuck in their healing journeys, get stuck in therapy, and they end up like kind of going nowhere and they don't know why. Everyone tells you, "Oh, you're so self-aware." And it's like, "Thanks. It's terrible." It's not helping me. And the reason it's not helping is not because self-awareness is bad. Self-awareness is great. But it's not enough on its own. And the thing is, oh, a bluebird. That's beautiful. There you go. See, the bluebirds are here. Everything's going to be okay. But the thing is, like, if you truly believe that who you are is bad, then you're always going to have to be compensating. You're always going to be having to like fix it. So even when you know how to make yourself feel better, you'll feel like you're not allowed to do that. It kind of feels like walking your way. There's a door and you walk your way to the door, and you know if you open it, on the other side is this world of healing. This world where you actually feel better, you actually do things different, you actually are the person you kind of sort of really want to be. But what happens is you go to therapy and that's like you walking to the door. And then you can't open it because you're terrified of the version of you that's on the other side. You're terrified that that person is a monster. That any happy, carefree, like part of you that lets go of all this shame will revert back to your natural state of, in my case, sinfulness. And in a lot of other people's cases, like just being a shitty, bad person. And sometimes this comes from having actually messed up in our past. And that's okay too, by the way. I want you to know I'm still talking to you if that's you, because doing something shitty in the past does not mean you don't deserve a future. Okay? You deserve a future. One where you are happy. What's the Mary Oliver poem, Wild Geese? You do not have to walk 100 miles on your knees through the desert repenting. You don't. Okay, you felt bad. You did what you could to fix it. You are allowed to move forward. Why is this true? How do I know this? Because you are a part of your community. You are a part of your community. You count. You're allowed to be here. You need to be here. We want you to be here as you are, mistakes and all. And if this sounds intimidating or difficult, I get it. I really, really do. That's why I created a community where we can support each other as we try to battle this perfectionism and get that door open. It's called the Do It Wrong Club. I love it very, very much. We already have, I think, 8 or 9 members in there, and I'm so excited. The first 45 people who join actually get to join at half off. Usually the Do It Wrong Club is going to be $66 a month. It is only $33 a month for those first 45 members. Like I said, there's, I think, 35 spots left or so. There's also a VIP tier that is a little extra, but it's also 50% off. I think it's more than 50% off, actually. Is it? I'm not totally, I don't remember now, but it's at a pretty big discount as well. And I think there's 8 of those spots left. So there's a couple of VIP spots left as well. And anybody who joins today. So if you're watching the replay, I'm talking about Monday, May 4th. If you join today by 8 p.m. Eastern, so before we have our very first call for the Do It Wrong Club tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, if you join before that call starts, you will get an entire support from me. Telegram is an app where you can like text or voice memo without having to give out your actual phone number, which I love. And basically, you will get me in your pocket for an entire day. You can text me, voice memo me, ask me questions, ask for support, ask me to celebrate you, and I will happily oblige. And usually I charge $99 for a day of Telegram, and usually the Do It Wrong Club is $66 a month. So if you join today before 8 p.m. Eastern on May 4th, then you will save $132, which is pretty great, I think. So what do we do in the Do It Wrong Club? Every month has a theme. The theme for May is Say It Out Loud. It's all about using your voice to express yourself, to say how you feel, and to connect with other people. And there's monthly challenges we have like a Telegram group chat. There's monthly challenges. The challenge for May is to voice your feelings out loud. And if you do that, I know that may sound simple for some of you, but for some of you, I know you're shaking in your boots hearing that. But if you do that, there are prizes, which I love. I love giving prizes away. In addition to the group chat and the monthly challenges and prizes, there's also monthly healing rituals. So tonight is our very first healing ritual. It's 90 minutes. Tonight, what we're doing is we're going to jam out to some music. We're going to practice singing. We're going to practice writing poetry. We're going to use our voice in a variety of ways. And I'm so stoked for it. And let's see, there's something else I'm forgetting. You get the group chat, you get the monthly challenges, the monthly healing ritual, and you get 50% off any of my group programs that I run while you're in the club. So if I decide to run Black Sheep Healing Collective again, if you're in the club, you will get 50% off of that. Or there's another program I want to run that's all about like feeling your damn feelings and what that means and how to do it. I haven't come up with it yet, so it's not coming anytime soon yet, but at least I don't think so. Who knows? But if I decide to run that, you would get 50% off if you're in the club when I offer it, and all of that good stuff. So the VIP tier comes with all of that. Plus you get a 90-minute coaching call on once a month as well. And VIP is limited to 20 members maximum. So there is always time for your questions. And if we have to go over those 90 minutes to get to your question, we will, because that is literally the best part of VIP is that all of your questions get answered. You can talk and talk and talk, and I will listen and give advice and help. So yeah, that is the bonus of VIP, and it's pretty cool. Let's see. Right now, there's not an annual option because I just dealt with a really big burnout back in February, January. And I am not ready to dedicate myself to like do this forever. I want to do the Do It Wrong Club forever. Don't get me wrong, but I just need to take it slow for my own like burnout and mental health and all of that stuff. So anyway, the Do It Wrong Club is going to be really magical. It's a group of people who get it. That's the other part that I'm really like need to remember to tell you guys about is that other people understand what you're going through. You are not the only existential perfectionist out there. You are not the only chronic overthinker out there. You are not the only painfully self-aware therapy dropout out there. Okay. There are more of us, and we want to help each other. So let me drop that link in the chat. It'll also be in the description for the Do It Wrong Club. And if you're watching this and you already joined the Do It Wrong Club before I announced the Telegram special bonus, don't worry, you also get it because you joined before the ritual. So you get the bonus, and I'm so stoked for it. So let's see. I think that's everything I have for you. I am going to hop off of here and get some lunch. If you have any questions for me, let me drop my Instagram in the chat as well. Because if you have any questions about the club or anything like that, please feel free to DM me over on Instagram. My handle is the Megan Griffith. That's Megan spelled Megan, no H, no second A, nothing like that. And Griffith is spelled exactly how it sounds. So, anyway, that link is in the chat. Feel free to message me if you need anything. And this was lovely. It was so nice to chat with you all. And I will see you all next week. Bye.